We do have another caller.
Holy mackerel.
Oh, and it's friggin' V La Bianca.
I'm so excited. I just talked to them.
Hi, V.
Hi.
Hey, you.
How are
Can you
you?
hear me okay?
Yeah, we can hear you just fine.
So I was totally going to call in and ask what your guys' thoughts were on emotional cheating, and then BestName beat me to it. But I kind of wanted to run a scenario by you and see what you think about it.
Okay.
What do you got for us?
So, yeah, my previous partner, I don't know if there was any physical infidelity happening, but the last year of our relationship, he started hanging out a whole lot with this coworker of his, and he'd invite her everywhere. We actually ended up going to her house for Thanksgiving one year, and his family was super nice to him, and they were like nudging her the whole time in front of me, which was weird. Eventually, we ended up breaking up, and I was like, well, she's probably excited about that, I guess. And he's like, yeah, probably. And so I have no idea if there was a physical element to it at all, but it still really felt icky and very much like boundaries had been kind of discarded there. But I kind of don't feel like I can call it cheating because I don't know if there was actual physical cheating. But it did very quickly become the situation where he would show up kind of drunk after work and be like, oh yeah, I went to a wine and cheese night with this coworker. Sorry, I'm late. So I'm curious what your guys' thoughts are on that kind of a situation.
I'd like to jump in. I'd like to jump right in as like a salty, like almost recent cheaty person honor. V, do you feel like it jeopardized your relationship?
I do, but I think a lot of how it ended up jeopardizing the relationship was because of a lack of communication around it, right? It was a thing where I was feeling hurt and jealous and couldn't express that. And he was feeling probably like he didn't have the right to like this person and so couldn't express that. So I think the hurt was probably a little bit more a result of the communication aspect, but yeah, it ended the relationship ultimately. So
I mean it's so hard to say without like concrete evidence. I'm sorry, Ethan, give me just a sec.
Please.
Like, is it jeopardizing your relationship? Yeah, kinda. Is your partner treating this person like a partner? It sounds kind of like it. And whether or not, I don't know. V, I hate to just like chalk it up to this, but it ultimately comes down to communication. And it sounds like there wasn't a lot of that. So it's hard to really pinpoint. But at the same time, I don't know. I'm really digesting this right now. I've been in a situation where it's like, yeah, they're not really cheating, but they're kind of treating this other chick like a girlfriend. And that's freaking inappropriate. I don't know how to like pinpoint exactly what about it is. It's kind of like a gut feeling, and I hate to go off this as a secular skeptic person. But like, you kind of just know, like, you're hanging out with this person all the time. You're doing girlfriend, boyfriend-ish things. Yeah, you're kind of cheating. Wait, I have one more question before Ethan jumps in.
Sure.
Did those people end up together?
I don't know, as I have not spoken with him since we broke up. But I do know that she was Polish, and very shortly afterwards, he started a website that was about, translating stuff into Polish. So I'm assuming that it picked up afterwards.
Okay.
But I have no idea.
Yeah, I think that an infatuation with another person to the point where like they're making a whole like stan website about their like heritage is worth talking about. I think it's like, as Cardi B says, that's weird. That's suspicious.
So
Ethan, go ahead.
until you said that last part, I was going to say, well, maybe he didn't, but with that additional information, it does lean more that way. However, from my perspective, like right now, most of my friends are women, and I have a naturally flirty personality, but I am like that with everybody. Like I even have a flirty personality with guys. It's kind of who I am. So from that aspect, I wouldn't rush to a judgment and say this person was cheating because some people are just flirty. However, the thing that got me was the cutesiness around the family. That shows they're being, yeah, exactly. That shows a level of comfortability that he had been bringing her around. So while I don't want to say whether he did or not, I am going to lean heavily that he unfortunately may have.
I also just think that's incredibly inappropriate on the family's part. Like,
Yes.
oh, I'm bringing around my partner, but also there's this other friend that I'm with, and you're like making all these comments. Like that's disrespectful. That's absolutely disrespectful. And I hate to do this to you, V, but I'm just going to say this for the viewers. If a partner's doing something that makes you uncomfortable or you're suspicious of a person, you should say something. And their reaction's going to be very telling.
Yes.
Absolutely. And honestly, part of the reason that I can look back at this is because I learned that lesson the hard way. But yeah, I think honestly, like I was thinking back about it and I was wondering because, okay, sorry, side tangent real quick, and then I'll let you guys continue with your thing.
Okay, you're good.
My partner wanted to try poly. And at the time, I was not in a good place. And I knew for a fact our communication level was not to the point where that could be sustainable. And so I was hesitant about it. But the more I'm thinking about how weird it was that his crush's parents were so nice to me, but also to like encouraging them to get together, part of me is wondering if he like told them that we were poly and they were like totally into it. And I'm there like, wait, I'm so confused. What is happening? So, I mean, I'm trying to find the way to be mad at the fewest people and be the least bitter, I guess.
That is really grown up of you because I love being mad. I'm
Sorry.
Who?
You both talked over each other at the same time at the last second.
No, I have a bad habit of freaking interrupting people.
That was so rude. How did you not?
I need to learn to stop. No, he was saying how like the family was like, oh, maybe you're all into this. And that's freaking weird. That's suspicious.
It was a weird situation. But I just wanted to run that by you guys and kind of give you an example of what emotional infidelity might look like or feel like. And get your take on it. So thank you guys for letting me crash the show.
Thank you for calling in. I love it when people call in.
Hell yeah. It was nice talking to you, V.
Thanks.
Bye.
My goodness.